Hi, it's Joanne from Canadian Grooming Distributor. Today I'm going to show you about how to use the airbrush kit. Now for ink with your airbrush, we're also using the ink set from Crazy Liberty, which comes in a nice assortment. 8, 9, 10, 11 colors. They have everything from pink and blue and orange and yellow to brown and black. Now I've put a towel over my dog so that I can spray the tail and not have overspray. And today we're going to do pink on her tail. So with the airbrush, you're going to get this nice little airbrush unit. It has 3 settings. It has high, medium, and low. So when you first plug it in, this light will be on. Then the 3 lights will indicate what level setting you're at. So 3 is the highest. So if I turn the airbrush on, there's medium and there's low. So if you want to not blow as much ink, that would be your setting. Press and hold to turn the air compressor off, and then just press once to turn back on. The airbrush is a nice little unit. It has the top feed, so for quick refilling, but it also has a nice little cap, so you know those, if you've ever used different airbrushes and you move and the ink spills, this is a really nice little option that you have a lid to keep it in there, especially if you're doing all one color. It has a lot of adjustability in it. When you're airbrushing, you need to press this button in. If you just try and move it, it will not blow. So here's an example. It's on right now, but when I press it down. So when you're airbrushing, here, get that on my hand, you're often pressing as you go. Right? Moving back and forth. All these parts come off for adjustability, which I can show you that later. So right now, let's put some ink in and color a tail. So your amount of ink that you're going to use will greatly vary depending on how much hair you're working on, the length, the thickness. So you don't have to put the lid on. I'm going to put the lid on. I'm going to leave it on 3 setting because I'm going to do such a large amount. And let's start airbrushing. Make sure you can see. So I'm going to do pretty much her whole tail. The goal is not to oversaturate one area, rather you want to get a nice light covering. If you oversaturate an area, it's just going to be wet, it's going to be drippy, it's not going to want to dry. You can also mix colors and make a custom color if you want. We just want a bit of a nice light pink that will fade. Owner's not wanting to commit to dye, so this is a really nice option as it will fade with time and you can just wash it out if they don't like it. You have choices of whether you just can do the ends or the outer area of the tail, especially if they're curly coated, or you can do like I'm doing and lift down to the center and get it down more. You can have a peekaboo effect if you wanted to. You can start getting really technical and do the roots a different color, have an ombre effect. You can do just the tips, that's like a tipped, if they dip their tail in something. I am going to brush a little bit just to look for spots that are like that are white. It's a nice bubblegum pink, not horribly bright, but you can add to it if you wanted to make it brighter, or keep on spraying more. Oh, she's such a good girl. It's gonna be so cute. I don't even know how much I have left. Oh, look at that. See? Look how much I still have left. I wasn't sure. So you definitely don't need to go overboard on how much ink you put in there. Now, I wonder if it... Let's do a test. If it leaks when you lay it down. Look at that, it doesn't. So that's very handy, having that little lid. I'm just brushing through again. I want to take a look at it. I also want it to kind of dry and set in. Oh, where are you going? There. Hazel. Stay there. Oops. Here. Good girl. You're almost done, sweetie. You gonna sit? Good girl. Alright, so I have a little bit at the base here. Now I'm really glad I have that lid on because I dropped it and it's still good. So let's get her done so she can go home. This is really nice for seasonal. Where I do a lot of my airbrushing is I'll do stencils. So holding a stencil in the body, and I'll continue to do more videos and show you how I do that. You can do it for sports themes, for special occasions. Team colors, that kind of stuff. Alright. Oops. Let's put that over there. Let's pull that off. Turn your bum, sweetie. No, stay there. Stay there. Now, so you can see where I've sprayed it a little bit stronger. It's a bit damp looking right now, so it needs to dry. And I didn't worry about getting it perfectly down to the roots. That's fine. It's going to look really pretty with a little splash of pink. So if you've always wanted that customers that just want a little bit of color, don't want to commit to something too terribly strong, airbrush coloring with the temporary inks is the way to go. Thanks for watching.